John Dawson with Yamaha. It's my pleasure to show you our 2011 lineup of our Aventage line. We spent 2 years developing Aventage. We introduced it last year, and this year we've refined it once again. There's some great features, and what we thought we'd do here today at Cedia is showcase some key features that we feel really differentiate us from everyone else. And the Aventage line is very powerful, and this display will showcase how simple it is and how easy it is to use. And one of our first displays that we have here is Zone B video. And on the back panel of our receivers, you'll notice that we have dual HDMI out. And you can certainly put a flat panel on the wall and have a projector in front of that flat panel when you want a larger theater experience. But we see a lot of opportunity for you to actually have your main zone with your main monitor, and you can also have a second monitor off to the side. Imagine having a game room with maybe a little mini bar or whatnot. You can have a little TV over there as well for that second Zone B video. But what we do is we actually take it to the next level, where we actually downmix 5.1 or 7.1 surround, doesn't matter what code it is, and we'll actually downmix that 7.1 to stereo and pass that through the HDMI to the second monitor. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking, you can actually take this application much farther than just another TV in the other room. You can run HDMI extenders and run the second Zone B to a whole separate area of the house if you'd like. And maybe you want to put some powered speakers to that television. It's totally possible. With Zone B video and passing passing digital audio with that HDMI feed really opens up the possibilities to mirror the main zone. It's a great application. Oh, I should note, if you'd like to have this feature, it starts on the RXA 810 forward. And if you'd like to have multi-source, multi-zone video with a whole separate source on that video monitor, that starts with our RXA 1010 forward. And that's our middle model in the lineup. What we'd like to show you over here is we'd like to show you what we call IntelliAmp. You know, it's really interesting. Our RXA 3010 and our RXA 2010 have 9 discrete amplifiers built into them. And when we're running multi-zone, which this receiver supports up to 4 zones, 3 of which are powered, we have an interesting situation here. We can run 9.2 in the main zone, we can run 7.2 in the main zone, and we can also run our second and third zone. But what we find very interesting is when we talk to a customer and we actually let the end user know that when you're listening to 7.1 in the main zone and you turn on the second zone, you're now using all 9 channel amplifiers. And they go, yeah, that makes sense. But what happens when you turn on the third zone? Well, with Yamaha's RXA 3010 and 2010, they support up to 9.2. When you turn on the surround back channel speakers, when you're running 7.2 in a second zone, we'll actually allocate the power from the surround back speakers to the third zone automatically. It's very intelligent. And what I find interesting is the customers really expect this. And that's what they really think is going to happen anyways. But it actually takes a lot of time and engineering to do that. And we do it automatically for them, and there's nothing to think about. What's also really nice about IntelliAmp is we have extra speaker terminals on the back panel of this receiver. So even though it's a 9.2 channel receiver, there's actually 11 channels to plug into that. This is to maximize the opportunity of the amp assignments on the receiver. So if you're running 7.2 in the main zone and you're not running your second and third zone, you're great. You're having 7.2. But the minute you want to turn on zone 3, no problem. We'll just have 5.1 in that main zone. We totally take care of that automatically and seamlessly. Setup is a breeze. You don't have to make any hard decisions during installation, and you can have 7.2 and second and third zone. What we have over here, we've done something at Yamaha that is very, very unique, and I'm very happy to announce. Our AV controller amp has been refreshed once again, and it's available today in not only the Apple's App Store, but it's also available on the Android market. And what we wanted to showcase today is that our AV controller app is now available on both of the most major markets for smartphone applications and tablets. And what I'd like to do is just showcase a little bit about this application. This is not an application for setup, this is an application for control. And of course it's free. When you download the app and you load it up for the first time, you'll notice that our RXA 2010 is here on the application. Now I have full two-way control with two-way metadata of our receiver. A common trend with applications that I've seen is, you have a bunch of tabs at the bottom, and that's becoming a common trend. And with our tabs, we have zone control. We can see our main zone, second and third zone. As you can see, our third zone's turned off. I can easily turn it on. But I'll go back to the main zone, which is on currently, and I have all of my inputs. I have all of my DSP modes, which we're world famous for. We have every DSP mode available on the receiver. And then we also have access to our scene features, which is a one-button push. With the push of one button, the receiver will turn on, go to the right input. It'll put it on the right DSP mode. It'll make sure that all of your HDMI and speaker configurations are exactly where you'd like them with Scene Plus. And we even have some extra options on the far right. But the AV controller app, if you own an Aventage receiver, or even if you own a receiver from 2 or 3 past generations, and it's a Yamaha receiver, this application will work back to 3 generations, and it's an amazing application. You can literally control your main zone with this thing and look really cool, but where it takes flight is with multi-zone. You're in a whole separate area of the house, you don't have a monitor, you have music stored on your PC, and you really want to control it. Well, if you have an iPhone or an Android, all you got to do is pull your phone out of the pocket while you're out on the back patio, start flipping through your catalog, and you have two-way metadata with album art and everything. And to think that this is free is amazing. Multi-zone control is really, really complex stuff. And the fact that we offer this free application and we take care of all the hard work for you, it's a great thing for you. So, available on Apple's marketplace and also with Android. In our final area that we're really showcasing with Aventage is something that we call party mode. And who doesn't like to party? I like to party. And when you're looking at multi-zone, here we have receivers with 4 zones, 3 of which are powered. You know, you have a bunch of friends over and you want to get some music queued up, you're running a little late because you're cooking and you're taking care of all the hors d'oeuvres. Well, what do you do when you turn on all those zones? Well, you break out your AV controller app, you go to the main zone, turn it on, go to the second zone, turn it on, go to the third zone, turn it on, you make sure all your volume's trimmed out. Well, that can be somewhat of a daunting task at times. You're going back and forth, turning on all the zones. Well, with Yamaha receivers and the provided remote, with the push of one button, you press party, and when you push that party button, you know you're about to party. And with the push of one button, all zones will turn on. They'll be at their initial volumes that you've set on the receiver, and you're good to go. And then, of course, you can change the volume controls individually in each zone. But with the push of one button, party mode really takes care of a lot of things. Now, there's one added benefit to party mode. Party mode will work with any source you have in the main zone, whether it's digital or analog. And this overcomes a lot of things for you when you're looking at multi-zone. And whether you use an HDMI, fiber optic, digital coax, or an analog input, with the push of that one button, all of the zones will mirror the main zone. And just so you know, whether you're in the second or third zone and you pull out your AV controller app, if you change the source or if you change the content on the PC in the second zone or third zone, it'll change it for all of them at the same time. Great feature, especially if you like to party. So I hope you enjoyed some of these quick features that we have with Aventage. There's so many other things that Aventage does, but we thought we'd pick some features that really cater to your lifestyle. And the Aventage line took 2 years to come up and make this product, and to see what we've done this year to add to the experience, it's just really tremendous. And we thank you for taking the time to watch the video.
Hi, I'm Jerry Downs, and I'm representing the Yamaha Disc Clavier. And what we're showing here at Cedia this year, we're introducing a new product. It's called Remote Live. What we do is we actually can take a stream of a live concert event, and what we do is we stream it directly from the concert, streaming audio and video, plus the ability to control the piano in a customer's home who has a Disc Clavier. So this is I'm going to do a broadcast of, or a replay of a broadcast from the Newport Music Festival, which was held in July, 1st of July. You see the artists come out, you can hear the applause, you would hear all the ambient room noise from the regular streaming live broadcast. The difference is when the artist actually plays the piano, you're not hearing a piano that's being streamed to you, you're hearing a live acoustic piano playing the concert exactly as she's playing it from the Newport Festival. So the opportunity we have here at Cedia is to show the dealers, the home installers, and also the music dealers now the importance of teaming together with all the fine products that the Yamaha CES group offers, and then from there taking that surround sound system or their receivers, combining them together with the streaming capability of Yamaha when we broadcast live concerts or on-demand content. Put that together with a customer's live acoustic piano, and you have one of the most unique listening experiences for a live concert event possible. So this is the Yamaha Disc Clavier with remote live technology. Thanks.